Hey guys, welcome back to another Swift. Actually, I'm gonna make this a regular tutorial, and I'm surprised I haven't done this yet because it's actually quite an important thing to learn. But it's how to use delegates in Swift. I'll have to go to my Xcode folder and then the YouTube folder, which should be somewhere around here. There it is. So yeah, I'm just gonna create, and delegates are pretty important and they're really useful for just moving data between two views. So if you want to use a notification center, that will send a notification out to all of the view controllers which are holding that observer, and I actually prefer notification center over delegates because it's just a lot simpler. But delegates are also useful once you understand how to use them. So in this example, I'm going to have two view controllers, and I'm going to one of them will be a sort of settings view controller, or like it'll pick one of two items, and then this view controller will take you to that, and it'll become obvious once we actually start building it. So let me just add a second view controller in, and we also need to make a Swift file for that, so I'm just going to make this called a selection view controller, and we can create that there. Back to storyboard, make this the selection view controller, and now I can add a, we'll add a segue, but you'll notice later that we aren't actually going to use the segue because we need to actually initiate it using code. So let me just add some buttons. We'll have one button there, and one button here. So here we can have 0 and 0. This can be choose, let's just say we want to choose color, so choose color there, and let me add some constraints to this with 0 and minus 50, and we can have 0 and 50. So these two buttons are going to be able to pick the color. So for this one we'll have blue, and for this one we will have red, and I'll make this text color red. Okay, and now if I just link these buttons up, this needs to have selection, and we aren't actually going to use that segue though, so I don't know why I created that, but I guess it's just there if you want to get to it another way. So let me link these two buttons, blue clicked and red clicked. Okay, so now we can actually no, we're not done yet. We need to create an output for this one as well. Choose color clicked. Okay, now we can actually start getting to work on the delegates. So basically what we're going to do is we're going to click on this. When the app loads, we're going to click on this and it brings up this screen. Then we can choose either blue or red, and then this will close and the background color will either be blue or red. And the way we're going to transport the data is using delegates. So let me show you how we can do that. What we can do is, first of all, we have to go to our selection screen, and we're going to have to create a protocol. So protocol, and I'm just going to call this, let's just call it color selection delegate, and we're going to have a function, and this is the function which is going to return the color. So function chose color, and color is going to be a UI color, and we don't actually have to define this function here since this is just a protocol. Now we can create a delegate, and we don't actually need the view delegate, so I can just delete that here. Let's create a delegate, and I'm going to call this selection delegate, and this is color selection delegate. Let's force unwrap that, and what we can do is when the blue is chosen, we can do selection delegate dot did tap choice That's just from my example earlier. Chose color, and we can do dot blue. And over here we can do selection delegate dot chose color, and here we can do dot red. So now basically what's happening is when the blue is clicked, we are going to pass this, and we're going to execute the function chose color, and it's going to give the color blue. Now what we do is we can go to our view controller, and we can say what happens when that color is chosen. So you might have noticed whenever we are in CocoaPods, we import the delegate, and then it gives us some functions, and we can choose what to do with those parameters. And it's the same here. So if I create an extension of a view controller, and if I just do it color selection delegate, and it should give us, oh, actually we're going to have to create the, oh no, it should just give us the, yeah, there we go, there it is. So if we add protocol subs, here we have that chose color thing, and now we can actually see what happens if we, with the color thing. So it's almost like this view controller is passing a command over to this view controller, and you can imagine this one as like the CocoaPods, since in most CocoaPods they use delegates and they just pass data through those. And all we can do is we chose color, and for now, actually no, we can just do it, yeah, view.background color equals color. Okay, so if we run this, it won't actually work yet because it's not going to do anything. So if you choose color, it's not going to bring up that screen because we haven't actually made it, like we haven't used a segue. So to bring up the screen, what I'm going to do is I'm going to initiate the view controller using code. So let me create, let's selection view controller. I just realized we need to give it a storyboard ID, so let's just do that. Storyboard, you just click on the view controller, and storyboard ID selection selection controller. Okay, so let's selection view controller equals storyboard dot initiate view controller with identifier selection controller as selection view controller. Okay, and now we can set that delegate as self, because we want this view to conform to that delegate. Dot delegate, selection delegate equals self. And then what we're also going to do is we're going to print that delegate. I mean, no, we're not print it. We need to present this view controller. Present selection view controller true nil. Okay, so if I run this now, it should come up. Oh, actually, one more thing. So you can see the view change color. Change that, and yeah, the view is just changing color. So we can just I can just dismiss the view once this actually works. Nil there, and if I choose the color, it just chooses a color. So yeah, I hope that explained delegates for you. It's quite complicated, but hopefully since I did a video it sort of makes it clearer. So this view controller is just given an example, or it's just telling it once you click that button to run this function, and then this view controller confirms to it by setting the delegate to itself, kind of like, you know, if you have a table view, it sets delegate to self, and then it gives you all the protocol subs, and then this is where you can do something with the function. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in a future tutorial. Bye!